낭독하는 명작 동화 The Beauty and the Beast. Once upon a time, there was a kind man. He had many ships, and he was rich. He also had many children. His youngest daughter was named Belle. It meant beauty. Belle was beautiful and kind, and she loved reading books. Her sisters only liked parties and clothes. So they laughed at Belle because she loved books. One day, a big storm hit. The man's ships were all gone, and he lost all his money. The family moved to a smaller house. One morning, the man received a letter. One of his ships was found. "I will sell this ship. I will make my family rich again," the man thought. He prepared for a trip on that ship. Before he left, the man asked his children, "What gifts do you want?" Belle's sisters wanted fancy dresses and jewels. The man also asked Belle, "How about you, Belle?" "I want you to come home safely," said Belle. "Do not worry, Belle. Now, what do you really want?" the man asked with a gentle smile. Belle thought for a long time. "I want a rose," she said. The man went on his trip. The weather was very cold. A big storm came too. So the man got lost in a dark forest. The man was cold and tired. Then he saw lights coming from a big castle. He went inside the castle to find help. "Hello, is there anyone here?" said the man. There was no one inside the castle. The man looked around and found a room with a fireplace. There was a lot of food on the table. "Whose dinner is this?" the man wondered. He was very hungry, so he ate and felt better. He also found a bed and slept. In the morning, the man found a garden. There were many roses growing there. Belle wanted a rose. I should go pick one, the man thought. He went to the garden and picked the prettiest rose. Suddenly, he heard a roar. A beast appeared. He was the owner of the castle. The beast was big and he looked angry. The man was very scared. The beast said, "I gave you a warm place. I also gave you food and a bed. But you are stealing my roses. Now I will take your life." The man became terrified and cried, "I am sorry for picking your roses. This rose was for my youngest daughter. I did not know that the garden was yours. Please forgive me and let me go home." The beast thought for a while. Then he said, "You can go, but send one of your daughters. She must come here happily. Before you go, take the box of gold coins in the bedroom. It'll help your family." The man was very sad when he left the beast's castle. He rode his horse back home. When he got home, his children went out to greet him. The children saw the man's sad face. They asked, "Father, what is wrong?" The man told them everything. Belle listened to her father. She said, "I will go to the castle." Her father said, No, you should not. But Belle was brave. She said, I was the one who asked for the rose. It was my fault, so please let me handle this. Belle got on her horse, and she went to the beast's castle. The castle was deep in the forest. Belle stopped in front of the castle. Suddenly, the gate opened by itself. Belle was surprised, but she was not scared. The castle was beautiful. It was full of bright lights and lovely flowers. Wow, this place is wonderful, said Belle. Belle walked around and found a room for her. It said Belle's room on the door. Belle went inside and found many books. She loved to read, so she was happy. She took out some books and read them. Then Belle heard the voice of the beast. Good evening, Belle, said the beast. Belle turned around and saw him. The beast looked scary. For a while, Belle was nervous, but she said, Good evening. Did you come here happily? The beast asked. Yes, I came here for my father, Belle answered. Come, let's go eat dinner, said the beast. Belle and the beast had dinner together. The beast asked Belle about her day. She talked about the books she read. He listened carefully and smiled at her stories. They spent many days like this. Belle thought the beast was smart and funny. The beast often made Belle laugh. Every evening they had long conversations. Belle enjoyed them very much. But Belle missed her family, so the beast gave her a magic mirror. When she missed her family, she looked in the mirror. She could see her family with it. As time passed, the beast fell deeply in love with Belle. She was kind and gentle. Every night she asked her to marry him. Belle always said no because she did not love him. One day, Belle saw her father in the mirror. He was sick in bed. Belle was worried, so she went to the beast. My father is sick. Can I please go home? She asked. The beast did not want her to leave. He was sad, but he also cared for her. You can go, said the beast, but please come back. He gave Belle a magic ring. Put on this ring before you sleep, he told her. You will wake up in your father's house tomorrow. When you are ready to come back, take off the ring before you sleep. Thank you. I will come back in a week, said Belle. That night, Belle put on the ring and slept. The next day, she woke up in her father's house. Her family was happy to see her. Days went by quickly, and Belle's father got better. Belle had a good time with her family, but she forgot her promise to the beast. A week passed, and Belle was still in her father's house. One night, Belle had a dream. In the dream, the beast was lying on the ground. He looked sad and sick. Belle woke up and remembered her promise. Belle wished to go back to the beast. That night, she took off the ring and slept. The next day, she was back at the castle. She ran to the garden and found the beast. He was on the ground. Belle said with tears. "Please, wake up. I want to stay with you forever." Suddenly, there was a magical light. Belle closed her eyes because it was too bright. When she opened her eyes, the beast was gone. Instead, there was a prince. "Who are you?" Belle asked. The prince said, "I am the beast." The prince told Belle his story. A witch had turned him into a beast. He needed to find someone who would love him. Then the spell would break. "Belle, your love broke the spell," said the prince. Belle was happy and surprised. Belle and the prince went into the castle. They talked and danced together. They lived happily ever after in the castle. The end.